Hello class 12 students, how are you? I hope all of you are safe at home. Today I shall start the chapter Relations and Functions. What do you mean by the word relation? Relation is a very beautiful word which connects, which binds two persons, such as relation between father and mother, the relation between brother and sister, the relation between father and son, the relation between mother and son. This relation binds two persons. Therefore, it is clear for binding the relation, it requires two persons, two objects. Only one object cannot bind the relation. One person cannot be the father himself. Therefore, it requires two objects. In a similar sense, in mathematics, there is a relation between the elements of two sets. Let us suppose I am writing the two sets A 1, 3, 5. Set B 2, 4. First of all, I will explain you how would you find the A cross B. A cross B. First of all, 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 3 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 2, and 5 to 4. This is ordered pair, and it is called A cross B. This is the element of A cross B, this is the element of A cross B, this is the element of A cross B. Is there relation between the elements of A and B? Can you find? No. If it is possible, I am going to find the relation of less than. Meaning that element of A is less than element of B, because this one is element of A and this 2 is element of B. Then element of A is less than the element of B. Then 1, 2, because 1 is less than 2. 1, 4, 1 is less than 4. 3, 4, 3 is less than 4. And after that, none. This pair satisfies less than. This pair satisfies the less than relation. Therefore, it is written in the curly bracket and it is called R relation. This is called R relation. This relation happens. This is relation. And you know that 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4 are the elements from 1 to 1, 4 and 3, 4. Therefore, R is subset of A cross B. R is the subset of A cross B. Clear? This type of relation is called binary relation. Next is, in this set, first element 1, 1 is not repeated, 3. It is called domain. Domain of whose? Domain of R. Domain of R, domain of relation R. 1, 3 is the domain of R, and The second element is 2, 4, again 4 will not be repeated. This is called range of R, and this is called domain of R. This 1, 3 is called, meaning that first element is called domain of R, second element is called range of R. The elements will not be repeated. Now the next topic is types of binary operations. There are so many types of relations. First, I had told you binary relation. This, what I said you, that was binary relations. Composite relations, inverse relations, which you will study in higher classes. In class 12, you will study about binary relations. Why is it called binary relations? Because it has two elements. This relation is bound between two relations, two sets A and B. Therefore, it is called binary relations. First is reflexive relation. Second is symmetric relation, and third is transitive There are three types of relations, mainly three types of relations. First is reflexive relation, symmetric relation, third is transitive relation. There is one more relation that is called asymmetric relation. I will tell you in the next video. Then I am going to explain one by one. Reflexive relation. Reflexive relation means it is written as X belongs to R, implies that X belongs to A. It is also written as X or X, meaning that self to self. Self to self means, for example, let us suppose this line is parallel to itself. This line is parallel to itself, therefore it satisfies reflexive relation. Every triangle is congruent to itself. Every triangle is congruent to itself. It also satisfies reflexive relation. Every number is equal to itself. 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, 2 is satisfying reflexive relation. Every line is parallel to itself. Every triangle is congruent to itself. Every number is equal to itself. All these examples satisfy reflexive relation. Every person is the husband of itself. Every person is the husband of itself. Is not satisfying the reflexive relation, because no person cannot be the husband of himself. Therefore, this will not satisfy the reflexive relation. Symmetric relation. For example, this triangle ABC and this triangle PQR. This triangle is congruent to this triangle, triangle number 1, triangle number 2. And triangle number 2 is congruent to this triangle. Both triangles are congruent to each other. Therefore, this satisfies symmetric relation. It is written like this: X, Y belong to R implies that YX belongs to R. It is written like this: X R Y implies that Y R X. This is symmetric relation. Next is transitive relation. Transitive relation. Let us suppose X, Y belongs to R, Y, Z belongs to R, implies that X, Z belongs to R. It is also written like this: X R Y, Y R Z implies that X R Z. Example is, let us suppose this line number 1 is, and this line number 2, and this line number 3. Line number 1 is parallel to line number 2, and line number 2 is parallel to line number 3. Therefore, we can say line number 1 is parallel to line number 3. Understand? Once again. Line number 1 is congruent to, line number 1 is parallel to line number 2, and line number 2 is parallel to line number 3. Then we can say clearly that line number 1 is parallel to line number 3. Another example, triangle number 1, triangle number 2, and triangle number 3. Triangle 1 is congruent to triangle number 2. Triangle number 2 is congruent to triangle number 3. Then we can say it clearly that triangle number 1 is congruent to triangle number 3. Therefore, it satisfies transitive relation. And all the three relations, reflexive, symmetric, and transitive relations, satisfying together, that is called equivalence relation. I will explain it in my next video.